Why have estate agents got such an awful reputation in estate agency? Today, I'm joined by the wonderful James Humphries-Stone, who is Ex Purplebricks territory owner and now runs his own estate agency brand in Derbyshire as a self-employed estate agency model. Thank you for joining me today, James. Why have estate agents got such an awful reputation? Talk to me.
Why have estate agents got such an awful reputation? For me, it's all about the structure of the way in which people operate. So I can pull that apart until we're blue in the face. For me, because the industry is set up in such a way where it's all about volume, it's about KPIs, it's about how much revenue there is turning over within a business, there isn't enough focus around the customer experience and around the service offering. And one of the biggest complaints that I experience, because I'm still in the field, customer facing, I'm still listing and selling property. One of the biggest things that I'm finding at the moment from almost every client that reaches out to me that's on the market with another estate agency, and primarily it's with traditional models, is a complete lack of communication. Absolute lack of communication. Property was listed 5 months ago. I've heard from the agent twice.
And I bet it wasn't the valuer either.
And it's not the valuer either. It's a very, very, very consistent theme. And that is all comes back to this whole volume piece.
Do you think splitting the negotiator up with the valuer is probably at the core of the problem?
Not necessarily, because the negotiator or the valuer can still pick up the phone and communicate.
So the issue is lack of communication.
Because of the amount of volume they're expected to secure, because everything is about becoming market leader and pie charts and market share. And I wholeheartedly disagree. You can build a fantastic reputation and not have to be the agent with the most boards up in the area or the agent with the most listings on Rightmove.
Yeah, but I love, that lovely pie chart being number one,
That's BS, Chris. It is.
Is it?
Because from a customer's perspective, that if you can have your number one spot, and there are agents out there, I could name a whole host of agents up and down the country who you just know they do a fantastic job for their clients, and they are still a volume business. They still have that number one spot in the pie chart. This isn't sweeping. This is, I still feel though, the lion's share of the industry lets itself down because there's too much of a focus on winning and not enough focus on supporting. That does come back primarily, in my opinion, to the structure of the business. It's not about the people that are operating in the business.
So you're not dissing them?
I'm not saying that the valuer, the neg, the senior neg, whatever title you want I'm not saying that they're necessarily the problem. I'm saying that the powers that be that dictate.
Okay, but there's not many corporate estate agents in the UK now. But, there's Connell Sequence. They've got 8% of the market. LSL have gone because they've gone independent. Okay, you've got a few regional boys, but fundamentally, the vast majority of estate agency, 75% of it, is small one-man band, one-woman band estate agents. Or do you think they're affected by the big boys?
I think they're affected because a lot of them have come away from these larger entities and respectfully have created more of the same. They've been indoctrinated into this volume environment, so they come away and believe that boards breed boards, which I don't disagree with.
They do.
They do, but they do have a knock-on effect on your ability to serve your clients.
Because what's the answer then?
The answer, it's a little bit biased on my part because of the nature of the model that I operate, but less volume, higher fees, better support to those people within those branch networks, whether it be independent or corporate, to help them grow their own personal brands so that they can secure a better visibility, if you like, within their local community. People will naturally have an affinity with them. They then build trust and authority with their audience. People will therefore pay a premium to work with somebody they trust. And so the fees then go up and the volume can come down. And there's more pie to go around for everybody. So whether that's traditional or self-employed or online, probably not so much online because of the nature of the model, you've then got an environment where people can actually deliver and the reputation improves. I can't think of an industry that exists where volume, high volume and service can align unless it's a non-physical object. Whereas we are selling property. Primarily that's what we do. We sell a service to support that mechanism, but we have so many moving parts within that. It's an emotionally charged process for homeowners and home buyers. You can't digitalize that journey no matter how much businesses have tried.
Thank you for your insight today, James.